everybody. Welcome back to Underground Pulse, undergroundpulse.net. I'm your host, Jerica J, and I'm standing outside the Roxi in Overland Park, Kansas, with one of my very dear friends. This is Roxi Quinn. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Now, this is kind of an interesting night for me. This is the first time I've seen your new project, Roxi and the Rhythm Method, and this is the third show for you guys, right?
Yep.
So how are things going so far?
It's going well. It's going really awesome. I'm really lucky that I got some awesome musicians in a band with me, and so it makes trying to get everything together just so much easier, much more enjoyable. Just to be able, everybody comes in and picks up everything really quickly and does their homework. Makes it easy.
Homework is good.
Yes.
Homework is very good. Now, from what Kansas City knows you by, you're the Roxi Quinn of Burning Tide.
Yes.
You're the party band of the year kind of person. So this is kind of a different turn for you. Mm-hmm. Loved the set. It's kind of like if Huey Lewis and the News and Alanis Morissette had a baby. It would kind of be in this band.
Yes.
Is that what you were going for? Did you want to get away from country?
Yes, it was basically like I wanted to do I don't write, I'm not the main writer for Burning Tide, and so when I started writing my own stuff and started realizing it wasn't really going to be something that worked for Burning Tide, then I started looking at, doing my own music, and it started as just recordings that I did just by myself, and then I was like, this might be kind of fun to, go out and perform, try to get something different together and try to, a little different kind of performing that's not all just crazy balls to the walls kind of energy, and try to do something that's a little more laid back and maybe a little more hits the heart a little bit more.
Right, awesome. And it kind of seems like you upped your class level. I know,
yes.
Absolutely no offense meant to Burning Tide, because you guys are classy party band.
Yes.
But I mean, you guys have this look in
Yeah.
Roxi and the Rhythm Method. What was the idea behind presenting basically a brand?
Yeah, it was basically like we wanted to, part of it for me is really wanting to separate the two things. It's a very different style, it's a very different idea, very different music, and we just kind of sort of take ourselves a little bit more seriously than Burning Tide is all about the fun, crazy party, and this is a little bit more about taking things a little bit more seriously.
Right on. Now, why be Roxi and the Rhythm Method? Why not just name it a completely new band?
They actually wouldn't let me name it something not with my name in it because it was originally my solo project, and so they just decided that it needed to kind of remain me at the forefront and it remained my solo project kind of a thing, and so yeah, they wouldn't let me.
Awesome. Now we heard, I think it was 5-6 songs made in it?
Yep, I think we actually had 7. We did one song just like acoustic, so yep. 6 or 7.
Are we doing an interview? I want in.
Okay. Oh.
Hi.
Wayne King, everybody.
I'm Wayne King.
Drummer of Roxi and the Rhythm Method.
That's a sex joke.
And he's so subtle. The whole thing about taking ourselves seriously and being more subtle.
Oh, did you just say that?
Yeah.
I should leave now.
So the man wearing pink.
Lots of it.
We were just talking. You guys played a couple songs for us tonight, and I know that you write all the time. So, do you have stuff locked in the vault that's just waiting to be finished, or?
Pretty much. It's pretty much now. Wayne, half the band is down in Pittsburgh, and half the band is up here. So it's up here in Kansas City. So it's partly right now about trying to figure out that time to get together and learn new music and practice.
I'm hungry. You want an apple?
Okay.
You gotta love him, folks.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because originally when I did all my... Man, that was left field. When I did all my songs, I did them on GarageBand, so we joke that Steve Jobs is really my...
He wrote the first album.
He wrote the first album, yeah.
Credit to Steve Jobs.
Thank you,
Pour
Steve.
one out for the dead homies.
When Apple comes to attack you for copyright infringement,
Yeah, we'll have
No,
to
we
play
changed
that.
the key. If Vanilla Ice could get away with it, we could too. It's different.
Yes.
Truth. Very, very much.
Totally.
All right, so where's this project going in 5 years?
Not sure right now. Because it originally started as something that, I was just kind of doing for fun. Just totally, let's just get together and jam, basically. And now it's kind of actually started taking a more serious turn. We're actually gotten called for a whole bunch of gigs, which is awesome. And so we're trying to kind of take it slow because we are obviously new, but...
If I may. I think one of the things that we have to figure out over the next year is who to play with.
Right.
Because with a genre like this, we're too heavy for like the Peachtree jazzy venues, but we don't really hang well with a lot of the heavier in the metal bands. So we got to kind of find who's a little bit similar. If Hanson needs an opener,
Yeah.
or John Mayer, we're totally down.
We're so
It's
down.
just you got to find a niche on my balls. You got to find a niche, and you got to stick to your niche on my balls. And then it's really the sky's the limit as
Well,
long
I
as you
think
find
it's
your
a-
niche on my balls.
It's definitely a good thing. You know, you guys are so eclectic. I absolutely heard Hanson in there, you know, some Phil Collins a little bit, you know, different things like that. So, you know, you guys can definitely pull in a blues genre, you know, you can pull in a jazz a little bit, kind of.
Maybe we'll go to Knuckleheads.
You know,
Play it, Knuckleheads.
you should definitely do Knuckleheads. They're very genre specific, so that works out. You know, you still have the rock and roll side of things, and then you know you have that nice ballady side, so you can play like the casinos and get all the money gigs.
And don't
you know?
forget that you gotta wipe all that.
So
you,
nice.
You gotta wipe all that funk off you when we're done too at the end.
Truth.
Get the funk all in your eyes. Boom.
And we got a random funk song, we got a random R&B song, we got a random folk song.
We got a Hanson song.
Yeah.
It's not really a Hanson song, but I thought it sounded like a Hanson song, so did she. So.
It
Hanson.
sounded a lot like Hanson.
Yeah.
But it was
But
very
the good
good.
Hanson, like the bluesy Hanson,
Was it the
not
new
the
one?
Bobby Hanson.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yep.
Actually, I did think it was a little bit of bop, a little bit, tiny
Was
bit.
it?
Well, there's
with the doo-doo doo-doos, it kind of was like, oh.
Well,
it's
Hanson made money off it. So
They made it
whatever,
work.
if it worked for them. And so was it Third Eye Blind? Do. So doo-doos make money. I'm cool with it.
You doo-doos will make you
I'm
money.
glad I
Like
decided to
doo-doos.
see what was going on over here.
All right, you guys. Well, I gotta ask this question just because I ask it in every interview, and I know you guys haven't been together long, but I know that most of you are really good friends. Have been friends for years. So what's
Actually, it's weird for us because between me and Roxy jamming together, and I've been in bands with Alan for almost 15 years now. And of course, we have history with Sean, both of us do. So we haven't been together that long, but we've all been playing music together for 10, 15 years. So it's weird. It's not like, it feels like we've been together a lot longer because we've been playing together separately for so long, which helps the chemistry. It helped us kind of click. So anyway, sorry, question.
No, that's all right. I was gonna ask what's the biggest shenanigan that's happened.
Can I say it? I got a good one.
All right.
So,
explain the
me and
timing
Roxy
too.
are engaged to be wed.
Yes.
And we were having,
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. And we were having a group conversation on Facebook about stuff going on with the show. And I texted her something explicit. And her response was to send me a, let's call it naked picture.
Is this happening on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
She wanted the story.
wanted
So
the
instead
Shenanigans story,
sending
so
said naked
I asked
picture
for
to
it.
me, she posted it in the band group conversation on Facebook. Like a day or two after the fappening leaked, so she fappening does, and it was hilarious.
Well, you know,
Because she
if there's-
freaked out, and she was like, "Wayne, what do I do?" I was like, "Well, brace for the impact at this point, I guess."
if there's one thing that can bring you closer, I guess it would be that.
Now
So-
everybody in the band knows what Roxy's third nipple looks like.
Hey, you know what? Just think about it this way: when you guys go on tour, you can just get that whole naked awkwardness.
Yeah,
thing.
there you go. I can just be like, this has already been done.
Turn it into something
I can
positive,
change.
right?
Yes.
I sent pictures of my nipples too to make it.
Yes,
easier.
to make that
Afterwards-
board, every member of the band sent a picture of their nipple in the group chat as well to make it even.
Supportiveness.
Yes, thanks.
And I was
appreciate
upset
it, guys.
because I cupped my man boob, and I think I had the biggest boob out of the four of us.
Yeah.
Yours, dude. I had to take a double take of your boob.
It was huge.
I was
it
like,
was a
did
big
you
old
take a
boob.
girl's boobs and post them? No,
No.
that's Wayne.
You like that side boob? You shouldn't. 'Cause
I'm gonna
that's
stop
my side boob.
masturbating now. That's Wayne.
It was my boob. It made me notice some things about my life. Maybe time for a lifestyle change or two. A little less cheeseburger, a few more salads. Kind of shrink my cup size a little bit, but you know, it is what it is.
Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah, so that.
It's so good to talk to you guys. It's awesome. We have about 3/4 of the band here. We got Alan Roach now join us, the bassist.
Hey.
So
Who cares
Uh,
about the bassist?
for those of you who don't
It's a
know
band
Alan,
full
he's
of
been
bassists.
playing in Kansas City for years, and he kind of took a mini hiatus. So it's good to see you back on stage, man.
Yay!
I'm really proud to be a part of this particular band with these people.
Oh,
Group hug.
no, seriously, like I was saying before he got here, even though we've only been together for a handful of
Yay.
weeks,
There you
it
go.
feels like it's like me and anybody that I would be hanging out at the bar with forever. If we decide to go hang out at a new bar, it's not different. You know what I mean? Because we've been hanging out for so long. That's the way it feels. And me and Alan have been in bands together since we were teenagers.
No shit.
So, yeah, we're working on 12, 13, 15 years of playing together. And it's so, for us to kind of all come full circle, it's not like a new band. It's like a bunch of people who've been jamming together forever who just finally named it and started booking shows.
It's definitely
Yeah.
the best vocalist we've ever had, though, Wayne.
Yeah, I think so. No more Yoda
Oh,
stat.
he's so humble. All right, final question, and we'll get out to that social media business and
Okay.
stuff like that. If you were about to be stranded on a desert island with a cassette tape player that only had enough battery for one album, what would you bring?
Blackstone Cherry self-titled album. Yep, one of the best
All right,
rock
Alan,
albums
you
of
go
all
first. I
time.
gotta think.
John Fred Young, I love you.
Sublime, Stand By Your Van. Yes.
Yeah, there is freakage going on. Freakage has
She would
arrived.
pick.
Probably-
I know what she would pick. She would pick the soundtrack to Dreamgirls.
You know what? You're probably not wrong.
I know.
You're probably not wrong.
Soundtrack to Dreamgirls.
Yep.
It's really good, actually. I'm not even gonna lie. Patience, little sister. Sorry.
Dear
Yep.
Lord.
That's how I warm up for this band.
And we should cover some stuff from Rant. That would be
Yeah.
epic.
We're gonna
Oh my
do
God, that would be
it. Yeah,
phenomenal.
we're gonna do
We're gonna
that.
do
By the way.
it.
I'm okay with this.
Fucking yes.
It's like a super rock song with the heroin
Rent
chick.
rock song.
I'm much nerdier than you guys think I am. Come on now.
No, I knew.
I'm okay with this.
Sweet.
All right, you guys, this has been Roxy and the Rhythm Method. Thank you for stopping in and talking with us. It's been awesome. What's your Facebook links and all that good stuff?
Do you even know it? No,
know.
it's
Alan, you said
facebook.com/Roxy Solo Project. Or Roxy Solo. Sorry, Roxy Solo.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
And
Okay.
that's ROXI for
Yes,
people who don't know you.
ROXI-SOLO. Roxy Solo.
Different than the
Awesome.
Roxy Bar, which is ROX.
Why?
Yes, but it was still Roxy at the Roxy.
Roxy, ask
True
for
It
story.
was it was I at the Y tonight.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you again for stopping in, and thank you guys for tuning in. Underground Pulse playing the best in undiscovered and underplayed music.
Thank
we'll
you,
talk to you
Underground
later.
Pulse.
Wait, don't stop it yet. I got one more thing to say. I'm a golden god.